Hello there, ladies and gentlemen, and welcome back. We are here in some random, odd, nicely floored part of the dungeon, and there's this black, it's a black ceiling and a kind of oily black hole here that actually has one of my favorite effects in the game. Okay, let me flip again. Yeah, there we go. All right, that effect right there. That's the stuff. This is not one of my favorite boards. I will never say that, but I do like the way it's designed. It's kind of set up like a mine under the castle, I guess. I don't know what they were thinking. These things used to creep me out as a kid. Like I didn't like being around them. I don't have like an aversion towards bugs, except that since I see so poorly, sometimes it's that thing. It's like, oh, I can't see it, so it bothers me. But these are giant bugs with beady eyes, and because of the way they were designed, that whole orange swirly back, I don't know, I didn't like it. No, sir, I don't like it. If I seem kind of confused, one thing I've tried not to do is I try not to look up how to do stars that I don't remember, and this is definitely a stage. I guarantee you, I don't remember how to do half of these. I'm gonna figure it out though, and if I absolutely have to, I will, I'll pause the video and go look it up if I really need to, because I don't want you to be too bored. But I'm gonna try not to do that. I'm also gonna try not to get hit like that, treat me like a punk ass. Alright, there we go. Thanks for slamming your door. Alright. Nope, not this way. Okay. Let's try somewhere else. So, while I'm looking around and trying to figure out where the hell I'm supposed to be going here, it's not much news. I guess there is kind of news. There's some news that I am interested in that I want to talk about. And sadly, none of it's really Nintendo related, so I'm still continuing my trend of actually not using this video series. You know what? Freaking boulders. Not cool. Not using this video series to... Oh, is that star just over there behind the grate teasing me? Talk about Nintendo stuff. And I'm sure there's some Nintendo stuff to talk about. I didn't realize that because of a port strike, there's a crap ton of amiibos just sitting on boats, waiting. So a lot of these people who spent a ton of money to get certain rare amiibos might be kicking themselves soon, because some of those amiibos are about to have a lot more flooded onto the market once the port strike's over and all that. I did find that really interesting. I know you get the green block, because it's the Metal Mario suit. I know you get that on this board. And I think I kind of remember how to do it. I don't know. We'll see. It's down here. I know it's down here. Okay, maybe not down here. Oh crap. Okay, that giant Loch Ness sea monster thing kind of came out of nowhere. If I remember correctly, I don't think it can hurt you. I know you have to do something with it. Come here. Come here. But, yeah, okay, so let's figure this out. The other thing I was going to talk about were cartoons, because, for those who didn't see, Netflix announced that it's going to be reviving 2 older cartoons. There's a way to open that, and I think it's this button, but you have to be Metal Mario. The first one of that is Danger Mouse, which I'm actually... I remember Danger Mouse. I remember watching it. I remember liking it. It's the whole kind of spy thing. But I don't remember too much more about it. But that's coming in spring of 2016. And then we have Inspector Gadget coming out. Hold on. Where am I going? I'm gonna find this. Excuse me. Okay, alright. I really don't. Do you stomp on it? I almost missed. Stomped it on the ass. There we go. That's how you do it. Sorry, it took me a minute. I was talking about Inspector Gadget. I think it's coming out soon. It's like March 26th, 27th, something like that. They're gonna be there's going to be 26 episodes. Yay! And it's a CGI cartoon, and a friend of mine and I were discussing how really we just want to kind of see it. It's probably not going to be that great, but we want to see it to see how they kind of do an updated version of this character who relies on his tools and everything. I remember, I used to love the old Inspector Gadget cartoon with Dr. Claw and Mad, the Chief, his niece, and the dog, Brain. Those, I don't know. Brain was the real hero of that show. If you don't know, just go back and watch. Usually it's Penny and Brain that actually do most of the detective work, the real detective work. So it's kind of neat. And I believe Gadget was voiced by Don Adams, whoever was Maxwell Smart. I think it was Don Adams, but don't quote me on that. But I love it. That was great. I loved the show. Watched a lot of it. Didn't make a lot of sense, and there were a lot of parts that didn't go together. And sometimes you're an adult and you go back and watch some of them, and you realize some of the stuff that they got away with saying that I don't think would have really flown at different times. But it's kind of neat. It's fun. Alright, I think I know where I'm supposed to go with this. Hold on. This part might be a little long because I have to collect all 8 red coins, but it's the next star that they want me to get, and I know they're all in this room. Just gotta remember how to get all of them. And not, Oh yeah, this thing. Jesus. The other cartoon that I want to kind of make mention of is Disney is, of course, redoing DuckTales for Disney XD. The rumor is it's coming in sometime in 2017. They're taking their time with it, which is good. And I don't say this often. I'm not the biggest on animation. Like, I love cartoons for real, but oh, that sucked. I really hope this one's not CGI, or I would love if it was hand drawn. I don't think that's going to happen, but that would be amazing. I'd watch that. And I probably will watch that. It pretty much has to be new voice actors, I think, because Scrooge McDuck is 95 or 96 now, I think, actually. He did the voice for DuckTales Remastered, which is, if you've been paying attention to any of my stuff, you know how much I love that game. But even in that, he kind of sounded like he sounded like he was very weak. So, imagine. It's hard. I guess we go this way. I'm sure I missed one down there, but I'll go back. I see some of them. Anyway, what was I saying? But yeah, they're going to need, new voice actors. But they say they're going to use a lot of the original Carl Banks comics, which is where Scrooge McDuck is from, as the source material, and that Donald, Huey, Dewey, and Louie, Webigail, Gizmo Duck, and pretty much the Beagles and everybody are all going to be in there. Magica the Spell. Probably was it Glomgold? I think it was Glomgold. What an ass. Let's try this again. Alright, and not fall this time. Hey, stop it. I said not fall. For those who don't know, they are doing a Guardians of the Galaxy cartoon, too. Love this music. I know it's just kind of a little bit sped up and touched up version of older Mario music, but it's just really cool. Hey, don't bother me. Thank you. Alright, come here, box. Pow! Right in the kisser. Oh, come on. My depth perception is horrible. Sorry about that. Yeah, I'm looking forward to the Guardians of the Galaxy cartoon. I don't know. I hope it's not too goofy. I mean, I know the movie was slightly goofy, so the cartoon in all right, should be somewhat goofy. But like with Ultimate Spider-Man, it's just a little bit too goofy for me. And yes, I know it's meant for kids, and I've really enjoyed some episodes, but it's just like right over that line. It's just too goofy at some points. For those, since we're on this cartoon kick, I didn't read the whole article because I'm not the biggest fan, but I have a lot of friends who are fans, and I've enjoyed what I've seen. I've seen, I think, the first 2 seasons now, and some of the later stuff. But Adventure Time is getting a movie. Who didn't see that coming, right? Not like it's popular or anything. Feel mighty breaking these blocks. Here we go. Alright, cool. We're almost done. Sorry this is taking so long, folks. Sorry, everybody. Just gotta jump some hurdles. Speaking of cartoons, it's not a cartoon, but it's based off a cartoon. Dragon Ball Z. They had a new live-action show on Machinima, and I think it's called like Dragon Ball Z: Light of Hope. I don't know. I think it's a really bad title. Like it doesn't. The title does not do it for me at all. Thank you. Catch my ride. But episode 1 came out, and I really enjoyed it. I thought it was fun. It technically takes place in a time period that is mentioned in the cartoon, but something you don't see except in flashbacks. So it's kind of cool. For those who follow the show, it's, you know, the androids are kind of just raining havoc down on the planet, and this is where Goku is dead. Spoiler alert, sorry. And Gohan is training Trunks to get ready to go back in time, even though I don't think Trunks knows. Yeah, he doesn't know that's what Bulma's working on. But it's good. I recommend it. It and the Power Rangers short film that everyone was talking about dropped pretty much within 24 hours of each other. So, you know, nice little nostalgic kick right there. And I don't care what anybody says, the Power Rangers short, if you don't know what I'm talking about, there was a live action Power Rangers, kind of a dark and gritty thing. It was like a short film. It was like 15 minutes or something like that. I don't remember. But the point is, the guy who directed it, his last name is Khan. I totally just blanked on his first name. He was doing it in almost kind of a satire to like make fun of how dark and gritty some of these reboots are, but it was entertaining. It wasn't great. It wasn't awesome. It was just really entertaining. I was entertained for the 15 minutes, and just so you know, if you're one of those people that needs to keep Power Rangers kind of wholesome or whatever, this is not for you. A lot of people get shot in the head. There are naked, topless women, and a lot of cussing. And the Black Ranger at one point starts doing cocaine. So, and Tybo, I think, also. I don't know. But anyway, let's take this elevator. But I enjoyed it. There was some legal stuff where Saban, the guy who has all the rights to Power Rangers, he had it taken down under a DMC claim, and now I think it's back up. Last I heard, that may not last long. So if you haven't seen it, go find it on Vimeo or YouTube or something. I don't see why this is a big deal. Khan didn't make any money off of it. From everything I've read, it was just something he wanted to do, and it's just cool that he got like Casper Van Dien and Sackhoff, and there was somebody else in it. I'm just forgetting. It was neat. It's not something I'd like. When that one guy did the Mortal Kombat trailer, the kind of gritty Mortal Kombat reboot, and it became the Machinima series, that was cool because that was something I actually wanted to see more of. This, I'm okay. I don't need to see any more of this. I still love that you can drop from pretty much any distance in this game, and as long as you stomp or do the butt slam or whatever it is at the right moment, you take almost no damage, which is love it. It's great. Alright, I think, oh, that was slick. Look at Steven being slick. doing this shit on top of a dinosaur. But yeah, if you want to see something really cool by Khan, go look up the Punisher short he did called Dirty Laundry. It's about 10 minutes. It's a short film of the Punisher, and I believe Thomas Jane reprises his role as the Punisher. And I want to say there's someone else in there, and I know there is, and I just can't think of who it is. I want to say it's Ron Perlman. I believe it is, because I remember making a Hellboy joke. Hellboy and Punisher would be a fun crossover. I'm not saying it'd be good. It'd be fun. But I'm a big fan of Punisher. Alright, you see this effect right here? One is awesome. But you see this effect when Nintendo was showing off the N64, and they were basically like, hey, this is our new baby. This is one of the videos they showed, was just a, you know, it's kind of a system demo, was showing off of Mario running around as Metal Mario. Because at the time, that whole reflection, that sleek metal looked, you couldn't do that yet. This was brand new. It was very cool. It was neat. Love it. I want to say there's something else I was going to say about that, but I forgot. But yeah, that one of their original demos to show off the N64 was just a Metal Mario running around, punching enemies and doing nothing really else rather impressive. But at the time, you have to understand, it looked really impressive. I love the N64. I own one again, and I realize there are only maybe 20 games that I really just want to play on it. But I had to get one because those 20 games will be great. Alright, let's do this. For those who don't know, I've also been, I have a working Super Nintendo now, so I've been trying to collect some more games for that. I picked up World Heroes, which is just a fun and very ridiculous fighting game that was on the TurboGrafx 16, and they ported it over to the SNES. And I have Mario, of course. Street Fighter 2, Mortal Kombat 2. If you can't tell, I was a fan. I want to get Mortal Kombat 3. May do that soon. If anybody knows any good deals, you know, on some SNES games, let me know. I don't know why. The music, when he gets this, just like ramps you up. Come here, extra life. You can die that way if you go too far. I'm not going to test it right now. I was thinking about it, but I'm not going to. Oh, speaking of Mortal Kombat, they dropped my money's already spent on Mortal Kombat X. I don't know if I'm going to get it on the PC or if I'm going to try to get a PS4 and get it. That still remains to be seen, but they've already sold me a copy of Mortal Kombat X because it looks so good. However, the story trailer makes me want to play it more. The only thing I'm not convinced on is the whole thing. They're doing a lot more with the mobile. Anyway, I think that's enough. We'll do some more of this later. Take it easy.